This is Duke University.
This is the essay Aquatic Opportunism, Daphne Helmholtzy Colonization of a North Carolina Lake Reservoir. And the lake reservoir is Jordan Lake. If you are familiar with the area, you will know where this is. This essay has the distinction of being, as far as I know, the first deliberations article co-authored by a faculty member, from whom we'll hear in a minute. In this article, co-Aurora Russell Buscher, Kyle Rand, and Dr. Sandra L. Cook researched Daphne Helmholtzy, a large tropical zooplankton that has recently invaded temperate reservoirs of the southern United States. During the publication process, we worked with Cole on revisions, but the co-authorship models the lab-based publication conventions of much science writing. And it also indicates the extensive collaboration that goes into the production of most scientific knowledge. So I'm going to, at this point, welcome Dr. Sandra Cook, a lecturing fellow and the instructor of aquatic invasive species, to speak a little bit about Cole's work and about the article as a whole.
Thank you, Alex. So one of the Writing 20 program objectives is for students to become proficient in research skills to the point that they can effectively use scholarly literature to advance their own arguments through writing. In scientific research papers, as with many other genres, arguably the bulk of the writing process is the literature research and data analysis rather than the actual drafting and revision. Arguably. Thus, I told my students to make sure they researched the peer-reviewed literature on the non-native water flea, Daphne Helmholtzy, and carefully consider if and how this previous work was relevant to our findings from B. Everett Jordan Lake. Now, Cole Aurora and his colleagues, their paper has many strengths, but the one I wanted to highlight here is how they went above and beyond my expectations regarding the literature research for this assignment. A careful and thorough research process enabled them to expertly weave multiple scholarly sources, including quite a few conceptually difficult ecological texts, to build a clear, cogent argument interpreting their data. In fact, Cole and his colleagues, their use of the literature to construct hypotheses explaining their data was so meticulous and extensive that in their initial draft, I thought, as their instructor, that they encountered a risk familiar to many scientists, especially those of us who have been rejected from peer-reviewed journals, and that risk is excessive speculation of what one's data may mean. But after successfully revising the paper with this in mind, which omitted quite a bit of text in the process, I think Cole and his colleagues successfully situated their paper in the appropriate context, which is another goal of the Writing 20 program. So in other words, they have carefully considered the background, expectations, and potential criticisms of their intended reader. In fact, if we had a larger data set, and actually we do, I would encourage Cole and his colleagues to submit this paper to a scholarly ecology journal, as I think it could even be able to stand up to the scrutiny of peer review. So congratulations, Cole. Good job.